From this slumber he shall wake to review his mum's all-time favourite Disney masterpiece on her 53rd birthday, and the spell shall break. Thank you, Merryweather. Just in time for Mum's birthday. Sleeping Beauty, the original 1959 Disney animated classic directed by Clyde Jeremy, Eric Larson, Wolfgang Reevman and Les Clark, and is the 16th Disney animated classic overall. So Sleeping Beauty tells the story of everybody in the kingdom is celebrating the birth of Princess Aurora, all except one, the mistress of all evil herself, Maleficent, who is outraged that she wasn't invited to the birthday party, so she curses the child so that she will prick her finger before the sun sets on her 16th birthday. But luckily, one of the Three Fairies, Merryweather, does give Aurora an antidote. True Love's First Kiss. Happy 60th anniversary to this wonderful classic. This is such a special and personal reviewer to me, as today is my mum's 53rd birthday, and for her birthday I thought, you know what, since it's Sleeping Beauty's 60th anniversary and Sleeping Beauty is her favourite Disney movie of all time, this review is perfect for her 51st, and I did review Grease for her 52nd birthday last year. That's her favourite movie of all time, but of the Disney animated classics, Sleeping Beauty will forever be her all-time favourites. My mum first got the VHS tape in her childhood from my granny, her mum. Even if I'm a Lion King lover, I will still go as far as saying Sleeping Beauty is certainly one of the top 15 best Disney animated features ever made, period. And without a shadow of the doubt, one of the greatest animated movies of all time. This is an incredibly beautiful, artsy and timeless Disney flick, which has everything going for it, that it will never age, ever. So let's get to my positives. The movie is right for me to make the Three Fairies, Flora, Fauna and Merryweather, the protagonists, as in the original Sleeping Beauty tale, the two leads, the princess and the prince, literally has no personality. So by making the Three Fairies the interesting and badass protagonists that they are, makes that makes the original Sleeping Beauty story better than it was originally, and that's what Disney does here. They take the source material and they add more to it. So they make because the original Sleeping Beauty fairy tale, it's the most thin and simplistic fairy tale that your parents could ever read to you at bedtime. You know, a princess is cursed by a fairy, a prince cuts down the forest to rescue her and kisses her, and she's out of her deep sleep. But in this movie, there is far more to the story than just that. So they literally, they give the story more stakes. They make the villain more memorable, and they give this movie enough new content to justify a a feature-length movie running time. Yeah, and Flora 4 and Merryweather, they are totally awesome. They are the Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather are straight up awesome. They are the best characters in this entire movie. And in fact, they are similar protagonists to another Disney classic, Home on the Range. They're similar to Maggie, Grace, and Mrs. C. I never thought of that until now. With Flora being the strict and sensible one, like Mrs. C. Flora being the genuine and caring one, like Grace, and Merryweather being the fun and confident badass one, like Maggie. And yeah, the three fairies have such a lovable and hilarious banter over their different ideas of caring for Aurora, but none of them are unlikable. Far from it. Each of them are such lovely souls, and they all want the same thing: Aurora's well-being. And the most hilarious argument they have is the fight between Flora and Merryweather over the colour of Aurora's dress. Make it pink, blue. Maleficent is one magnificent, not just Disney villain, but movie villain in general. And in the Maleficent movies, they do make her a more of a anti-hero, more likable character. But in Sleeping Beauty, in the original, she embraces evil. The fact that she would go as far as cursing a child and wanting an innocent infant dead just because she wasn't invited to their birthday party. I mean, can you imagine if a kid wanted to murder some other kid just because that kid didn't invite them to their party? I'm like, they would grow up to be literally Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. Her look makes her look extremely similar to the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. And from her horns to her scepter to her cloak to her pet raven, who is the Iago of this movie, except he can't talk, to her Forbidden Mountain, to her ghouls and minions. Yeah, she would be the perfect girlfriend for Churro, the villain in Fantasia. And she gives her minions a harsh penalty when she finds out after 16 years they've just been searching cradles looking for baby Aurora. So yeah, Maleficent, a landmark Disney villain. And as for the other characters in this movie, even if they don't live up to the fairies or Maleficent, I still have soft spots for them. Like Aurora in this movie, sure, she is put to sleep in the second half, but she's still somebody you feel sympathy for, as she was forced to stay away from her original home for 16 years of her life, and damn is Aurora a hottie. She, with her golden hair to her lips that do a rose justice, she was born a supermodel. And the fact that she would trust Maleficent's voice to touch the spindle makes her one of Disney's more naive princesses. Prince Philip, he is one of the more badass Disney princes physically. He may lack in character, but with the help of the fairies, once he gets his shield and sword of truth to break out of Maleficent's Forbidden Mountain to rescue Aurora, he is a boss. He is literally slashing that forest of thorns down like it's nothing, and he even takes on Maleficent in her epic dragon form. Yeah, And what's cute about Aurora and Philip's romance is that even though they do fall in love in less than a day, they have no idea that who they fall in love with is literally the prince and princess they have been betrothed to as kids. So yeah, that it is awkward for Philip's father when he's like, what? You met some peasant girl, but you're supposed to be marrying the princess, my boy. The songs are utterly magical and amazing, with the greatest by far being I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. That song is beautiful, one of the crowning jewels of Disney love songs, and even if the other songs don't compare to Once Upon a Dream, I still sing along as to them. From Long Live the Princess Aurora to I Wonder, and then that's a soothing melody that plays when the fairies are putting the entire kingdom to sleep until Rose awakens. And the climactic final battle with Prince Philip versus Maleficent in dragon form is one of Disney's most epic. Nobody talks about Sleeping Beauty without also talking about the Prince Philip versus Maleficent dragon climax. This is why the original Sleeping Beauty is better than Maleficent. So don't get me wrong, I'm still a defender of Maleficent, but comparing it to the original Sleeping Beauty, there's no comparison onto which is the better movie. So yeah, not a single negative with Sleeping Beauty. It is a timeless piece of art, 60 years later, and Disney at their finest. I give Sleeping Beauty 1959 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever. So yeah, and now I've reviewed my mum's favourite, my sister's favourite, and my favourite Disney movies on this channel. And happy birthday, Mum. This review is especially for you. I hope you enjoy it. So, well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of Sleeping Beauty? Please comment and let me know. Please like the video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time when I review The Secret Life of Pets 2 and Rocket Man. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.